Did he have the bongos, or did you have to supply them?
He had decorative bongos, which which I never really heard him play very much.
Is that like a male version of Vajazzled? I'd like the decorative bongos, please.
So did any of the prospective buyers be like, oh, that's a nightmare? Does that go on often? Like, did they fall for it?
It worked a treat. Not one single one said, really love a bit of bongos above my head of an evening.
And why was Graham so keen to help?
Because we knew each other. I'd have played the bongos for him if he'd asked me, so...
Honestly, a bottle of wine's enough.
Lee, remind us of your story.
Well, Graham was his beekeeper, and I was looking after his bees, and they all managed to escape.
Why were you looking after his bees? Because Graham is a beekeeper and you are a comedian.
Yes, but he kept wearing the wrong shirts and they kept landing on him.
So he has bees in his garden?
Yes.
And he's, what, going on holiday?
He's going away for 5 days.
And it's obviously filling in that number of pet passports for a few tens of thousands of bees. It's a nightmare.
How do you look after bees? Because you don't feed them, do you?
They actually have, like, a sugary, watery thing that you feed them.
Do you feed them individually?
Yes, you do. I breastfed them individually.
I'm imagining you've got the sugary water. What is the receptacle?
There's a little tray at the bottom of the hive. You pull it out, you pour it in, you close.
Do you have to put on a beekeeping costume to do that?
Not to do that,
OK.
but there was more to it than that, and this is why the bees escaped.
Right.
It's when you try and get the honey that is the problem, and that's what the problem was.
Why did you try and get their honey?
Because I thought... He's
only away for 5 days.
Yes, but I'd actually seen beekeepers on the television, and I saw the process of the smoking thing and the costume.
And you thought you'd give it a go?
Well, it was there.
Unauthorised.
It was there.
So was the beekeeping costume not locked in his house?
No, no. It was in a shed. It's just a shed. And it was just hanging there. Everything was so neat, I thought, that's tempting. And then I saw the little thing.
The smoke thing?
No, the woman that was asthmatic. And I helped her, she left. And then there was the smoking thing. It's like a little... It's like a watering can, but it produces smoke if you light it.
Oh, right, so
and that kind of calms them down.
That sort of makes them a bit, you know...
You figured out how to use that watering can that emits smoke.
Well, I thought I had. That's the problem. There were these little things inside. You know those little things you light that smell nice and they're sometimes pyramid-shaped?
Like a little cone?
Cone, yeah, a little cone.
A cone?
Yes. So you light the little cone... It gives off a smell. And there was a box of matches just there as well.
Oh,
I mean, it was unbelievably convenient. And it was almost like a sketch.
There was a big sign saying, why not give it a go?
So you put the outfit on.
Yeah.
It's now... The thing is smoking. What did you do?
I tried to remember the TV documentary I saw, which was to take the lid off the roof.
Oh, Lord. Quite scary.
I'm a brave man, Rob. I'm a brave man.
Or an idiot. I mean, we'll never know.
There's a third option. I could be a liar. So I decided to take the lid off.
Whoa, so you took the lid off before smoking them?
No, you take the lid off, then you smoke in a downward position. It goes down.
Smoking in a downward
After you
position?
get
You smoke down
Smoke
because...
rises.
No, you don't, because too much smoke can actually kill them. Because if you put it in the bottom and it goes up, it could kill them. It's like the old phrase, never smoke a beehive from the bottom.
So you start smoking from above.
I went... And so when you push it, it forces the smoke down before it floats back up. But it was like a dragon. Yeah. Right, it came out like that.
Right.
And the bees sort of like that, looked up like that. And then a few of them started to come out, but then the big thing happened. The Queen turned up.
How did you identify the Queen?
She had a crown. And smoke, 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 bees, all fly away.
Right.
Including the Queen. Gone. Every one of them.
Every single bee?
Well, there was one in there that sort of went... Where'd everyone go? At this point, I'm panicking.
Go to a pet shop. I need 45,000 bees.
And he said, we don't sell bees. And you said, but you had one in your window yesterday.
Maybe they'd gone to an Airbnb. Now, all right, we need an answer. So, David's team. Is Graham Bobby's pound shop pal, Joe's noisy neighbour, or Lee's beeless buddy?
I don't think it's the pound shop thing, because that sounded like such a peculiar little sequence of events. I think it's probably the bongos.
You think it's probably the bongos? What do you...
Yeah, I like the bongo story, although I think he could be a beekeeper.
So what are you going to settle on, then?
I'm feeling the bongo story. It's unlikely, but it's got to be the most likely.
You're going for the bongos. Graham, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Graham, and I let Bobby go on a trolley dash.
Yes, and we have a picture from the local newspaper to prove this. Look, there he is. Wow. Yes, Graham is Bobby's pound shop pal. Thank you very much, Graham. Which brings us to our final round, quick fire lies, and we start with... It's Joe Brand.
I once ordered myself a cake and in doing so ruined a complete stranger's party.
How?
Well, because if it's my birthday, my husband goes and buys the cake from a French patisserie and I don't really like what he buys because, you know, like those very posh cakes that have got, like, fruit on the top, I don't particularly object to them, but there's a sort of layer of what looks like phlegm.
Yes, yes, there is.
Yes, that's all like a thin jelly. Sort
Yeah.
Oh, the glaze.
Who likes
Glaze.
that?
You don't like the
Who
glaze?
likes
Who
it?
likes that?
I like it.
Do you?
Now, you don't like the glaze.
I don't like those, so I
Yeah.
just decided for my birthday 3 or 4 years ago, I would order my own cake. So I went to a supermarket and I ordered a kind of a children's cake that was like bright yellow and green. And they said, do you want anything written on it? So for a laugh, because I had some friends coming around for my birthday, I said, can you put, you are a very old woman and you're going to die soon, I thought that they'd laugh at that on, you know, when I brought the cake. Anyway, so that's what I did. And 3 weeks later, I went to pick up my cake. And they said, do you want to just check it's the right one? And I opened the lid, it was the right cake, but on it was written, Happy Retirement Wendy. Right. I know, I think what that meant was that, like, Wendy had got my... Yeah, had obviously got my name.
What a lovely send-off for Wendy. After years of service. She's been forgetting 1 or 2 things in the office of late. But, you know, in general, she was fondly remembered. But...
Oh, my God, I want this to be true more than any other in the history of the show.
So, David, what are you going to say to that?
what do you think, Joe?
If you've made that up just now, then that's really impressive. So I think I'm going to say true.
So basically you're saying she's not impressive enough to make that up. That would be really creative. So it can't be because it's Joe. So we'll say it's true.
Well, yeah, I suppose it is.
I just totally think it's true.
I think it's true.
Yeah, I think it's true.
I think it's true.
So we think we're going to say true.
Yeah.
You're going to say it's true?
Yeah, and it's, I would say, a lovely story, and I'm a nasty enough person to wish I was a fly on the wall at Wendy's retirement.
Joe, they think it's true. Was it true, or were you telling us a lie?
It is true.
It's true. Joe did ruin a stranger's party. That noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show, and I can reveal that David's team have 1 point, Lee's team have 5 points. Wow. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.